vibe. Is you down to ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym. Hit the field. Hit the wind. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 30 base. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch, switch, switch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch there.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go. Go. Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight for the 61. Matchbox lights. All day and Leo. Check 50. Ready?
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, Charlie. 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Catch is made. It's Harmon.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
To try again after the sack. Haskins It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 4. 55. No.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. Let's get there. Look at me. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins got an open man. It's Harmon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Complete to Kelvin Harmon. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike 40, Mike 40. We got to get the ball, D. Get one shot. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Stop your whining. Check Mike 40.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 30. You go tank. You got tank.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment.
Here we go.
Let's see what our referee says.
Ready? Right. Who's Mike right there? Who's him? Go, go, go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch it, switch it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch, switch. Switch. Slam.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch the run.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Shit.
Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out.
Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Come on, Shaq. Three bud. Man left. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Henry. Where's Mike? 40's in Mike. You run. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
He's coming. All right, D, let's go. Hey, Mike 40. They're not wrong, Trot. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let's put that team on the puck. Check 99. Check 99. Rock it.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it there.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Forty's Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Kill.
On play action, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, alert 3, alert. Hey. Go. Hold.
Haskins will throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nice 40.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 30. Five-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us. And
under pressure, they got him again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
At the 25-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
40's Mike. Get your swarm on. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, watch the motion.
Now it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 40. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Switch the mic.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Go out. He's checking. Crash. They go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 56. Come on. 56 to Mike. Hey, Haywood. Look, squeeze. Back and go full strength.
From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up second and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch the whip.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check. Begin.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Third and less than a yard.
Come on, Shaq. Go to base. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm here all day. Watch quick.
That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. Check my 40. Right here. Double time. Hey, we got 3 days.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Haskins, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
We own them. Watch out. Shoot. Jim, just 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Out, 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 out. Show it up.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this ball back with our offense. Let's go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, switch gears. Check 4. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Say. Check that. Hard. What's the area? General West. Joker. Kill. Turn up.
Yeah. First down, here's White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Check 13. Check 13. Look at me. Score.
Now it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Rosa's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, it's Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Love again. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll make it 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Fire.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, orbit.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Geis. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Redskins 31, Giants 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes. Teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles.